Hey guys, it's Rachel here. So today I'm actually going to be kind of doing a story time acting related video. I used to do these all the time, just talking about my first callback, my first ever audition, my first acting job, yada yada yada, the list goes on. So today I'm actually going to be talking about the acting job that I booked that kind of fell through. So like I auditioned for it, I got casted, some pre-production stuff started happening, even some production stuff started happening, and then the job kind of just fell through, the film fell through. So I'm going to be kind of telling you guys this story because it happened to me like very early in my acting career when I was like 13 or 14, so it was kind of devastating to me, low-key, because I was so excited about it. I was extremely pumped. I guess it's just kind of like a story that maybe some of you can relate to, and yeah. So without further ado, let's just get started. So when I first got with my agency, I was like 13 years old, and at this point I was looking for any kind of audition that I could get my hands on. I was looking on Now Casting, Actors Access, Backstage. I was just searching every single day. I was even looking on Craigslist, yo. Like, I was desperate, and of course always depending on my agency to hopefully get me some auditions. I was extra ready at this point in my life to just go out for whatever I could find. And I got this opportunity to audition for this film. I'm not gonna name it because I don't want to bash on this film or this production company because they might have produced it somewhere else, or it could still get picked up or something. And it sounded like a really cool script, but like I said, it just fell through. So the auditions for this film were happening. I looked at the character breakdowns. I knew that I had to prepare a monologue for this audition, so I prepared like my best monologue that I could. I'm trying to think of what it was. If I remember it, I'll put it like right here. But I remember I practiced it for days and days and days. Like I said, this was a point in my life where I was looking for auditions constantly, but I wasn't getting a lot of them, you know. So I was gonna take this opportunity to do my best. The lead role was like my age range and just like everything that I wanted in a part at that time. So that was what I was going for. I remember that me and my friend Emily were auditioning. Hi Emily, if you're watching. I don't even know if you watch my videos, but I miss you, girl. So we went to acting class together, and I remember she wasn't even with my agency at the time, but I told her about the audition so she could come to it. Basically, the audition was an open call. Anybody could go to it. It was for an independent film. It wasn't even paid. I did find out about it through my agency. Like, they told everyone in my agency that these open calls were going on, but it wasn't like a direct client booking audition, if that makes any sense. So like anybody could go to this audition. I show up to this audition the day of, and I remember like a huge casting team was there filming these auditions. It was like these close-up shots of us doing our monologues, which, you know, kind of intimidating as like a new actor. I was like, oh my god. But like I said, I was so excited. I remember bringing my resume there and my headshot, and my mom brought me, of course, and Emily was there with her mom. And yeah, basically all the audition was like filling out a sheet and performing a monologue, and that was that. I remember literally waiting by my mom's phone for weeks. Like, I was so eager to know about this audition, which I know you guys know that is the worst feeling ever. I remember being in Ulta maybe a couple weeks after the audition, and I was just walking around with my dad, I think, actually, and my mom was at a different part of this mall. And like I said, like, they were obviously gonna call her phone because I was under 18 at the time, and I remember her coming into the Ulta and saying, they called and you booked this part, and I listened to the voicemail. It was from the casting director, and I basically got like a friend of the family that is the cast in the film. So like, long story short, I was an extra, but I was pumped, man. Like, so anyways, after I got booked for it, they got in contact about like doing costumes and stuff. So I remember the team like having this almost like warehouse type thing where they were holding all of the costumes. So they told all of us cast members to pick like a few items and bring them in consideration for what they want our characters to wear. So I remember like picking out my best outfits, what I thought for this extra character. And me and my friend Emily, we went in and we showed our costumes and we got some picked. I remember it was like super awesome to get to talk to like the crew and the other cast members that were there. That's like a feeling where like it starts to feel real. And I remember seeing the girl that got the lead part, and I was like a little bit jealous, but at the same time I was like super excited to be like working with her. And so I got my costume picked, and then they basically let us know later, probably through email, that they were going to be filming a trailer for this project. Basically they wanted to film a trailer, so little parts of the script to get it out there to hopefully get somebody to pick up the project. At least least that was my understanding at the time. I was really excited to, one, not only be cast in this film, but two, be able to film the trailer early and get a feeling of like the whole project. So anyways, a couple of weeks stroll by, we get all this information for these trailer filming days. I remember it was filmed at an airport, which is kind of unique, but I remember like the main scene that we were in was like seeing a plane fly off. So there was a ton of extras, like literally they were asking for everyone to bring their family, bring their friends, and the filming days had come. I was so excited, but I was also so nervous. I remember getting prepared like so early, like having my bag packed so early for this because I was just so excited. The day comes when we're filming at the airport, and I remember showing up and there was just like a ton of people there, and long story short, everyone became extras for this project except for like the main characters. So like I said, I kind of got like a little part, and so did my friend Emily, and so did a lot of other people, but we ended up just kind of being in the extra group. Like we were just kind of all one, if that makes sense, except for like maybe 5 main characters. But that was pretty cool. I got to meet a lot of people that day, and I remember the makeup ladies in specific were super nice. We had like these tiny stalls to change into our costumes in, and so all these girls were just packed in there. Everyone was doing their hair, curling their hair, and then we actually got our makeup done. And so we got our makeup done, we got all ready, and it was like a whole day shoot. I remember like it was definitely a long experience. I remember my mom being there, and it was super awesome to be on set. Like I felt proud of myself that I got that gig. I remember it being a fun experience. And then I think the next day we had filming at a church. I remember the girl was singing, the main character, and we were just kind of like watching her singing. That was the scene. And so again, I remember being kind of cramped in this church. We were all changing in the bathrooms, and then we got our makeup done by the makeup ladies. I remember there being a piano there. Oddly enough, there was a piano and everyone was playing it. I remember getting fed. They had like pretty good food there, which was cool, and my mom was there as always. God bless my mom for like doing all of that when I was so young. But yeah, so we filmed those scenes. We had to do take after take after take. I remember I had this song memorized that this girl was singing. So we got our costumes back, and that was the end of shooting. That was a wrap. And I remember the production team, maybe the director, telling us that they would get the trailer to us as soon as it's done so that they can start production for the actual film. So yeah, we left set, and that was the end of filming the trailer. Yeah. So, a few weeks went by, probably even months, and I heard nothing. I have gotten no emails, I have gotten no phone calls. As I said, this was supposed to be a full independent film, like a full feature film, and I hadn't heard anything for months, and I'm just like, when are we gonna be filming this? Like, not only had I not seen the trailer, but I had also gotten no information for actual filming, you know what I mean? And there was even like a website for this film and everything. Like, it was pretty legit. There was a Facebook page, I believe, so I was constantly checking both of those for updated information and stuff like that. And long story short, I guess, I never got to see the trailer at all that we spent 2 days filming. I never saw it, and after months of waiting, we finally got an email from somebody saying that the film had been picked up by a different production team and they were going in a totally different direction with this film. And so I don't know if they meant that they were refilming the trailer, or if they totally got a different cast, or if they changed the script a lot and they don't need me personally, but all that I know is that me and my friend Emily never heard anything else about this film, and that was it. So I have no clue still to this day if the trailer was ever edited and put out there, or if the film was ever made, or if the original cast was actually the original cast. I have no clue, but all I know is that I was disappointed, but that was a learning experience for me. This stuff happens probably a lot in the industry, you know? But even though I thought that was the end of the world, here I am today. I'm still trying to act. I'm still going for it. That did not make me lose all hope, guys, I promise. But that is basically my story time about how I booked an acting job and it fell through. At least I got to be on set. At least I got audition experience. At least I got to meet people. You know, there's always something good that comes out of every opportunity. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more kind of acting story times like this, please give this a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below on ideas that you have for this. Like I said, I've done a lot of them and I love to make them, so make sure that you leave those requests down below so that I can make more if you want to see them. Subscribe to this channel for acting videos and random videos. We do a lot on this channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. I love you! Thanks for watching. Bye! Today we're going to be doing a runway haul, I don't know. And this one looked really cute online and I love this color. It's like the perfect length. It's like I love how it goes up in the middle